Calling the meeting to order. We are meeting here. This is the regular meeting of the Dundee Township 708 Mental Health Board. And the first thing we have is the roll call. Which is the secretary, sorry.
No problem.
We have, just to let you all know, Heather Corrins could not attend tonight. And so Courtney Bowe, who's the president of Sleepy Hollow, and my good friend, has agreed to take minutes for us. She was formerly on the board, so she will be the secretary standing in for Heather tonight. So,
going in the order on the top of the thing, Belinda Adam.
Present.
Ray Auger.
Present.
Mark Avalar.
Present.
Joe Connell.
Here.
Heather Corrins. She's not here. Sue Harney.
here.
Chris Kemp.
I'm here.
One absent.
All right. We have a quorum. We'll stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Mark, could you lead us in the pledge?
Thank you. All rise. I pledge allegiance to the
flag
flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Amen.
I will take a motion to approve the minutes for the meeting on November 13th.
Madam President, Pro Tempore,
Okay.
we have adopt agenda first.
Oh,
And
you're
I
right,
move-
I'm sorry.
And I move that we adopt the agenda as presented, including item number 9 to 8 and 9, the executive session, and follow through the executive session.
Is there a second? Is there a second to adopting the agenda?
Yeah, second.
All in favor?
Discussion.
Oh, pardon me, discussion, yes?
Is this the same agenda that was presented to us 2 days ago, or did something change? I didn't have a chance to read this.
As far as I know, it's the same agenda. Is it, Katie?
It's the same agenda.
It's the same agenda. Right.
And I had a question about making sure that we had time at the end of the meeting for board discussion. That was not an item on there, but it is typically one that we have on our agenda.
We can always discuss anything. We can do that under the board president update. We'll just add discussion to that. We won't make any motions on that, but we can add discussion. Anybody else? Mark, did you have something?
You said that's under 14, the board president update.
Yeah. Anybody else? Okay, I will, all in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion carries. Okay. Now I'll take a motion to approve the minutes.
Madam President Pro Tempore, I move that we approve the regular meeting minutes of Thursday, November 13th, 2025 as presented.
Is there a second? I'll second that. All in favor? Oh, no, discussion. Discussion.
You got it first.
I said it first.
I'm not the ruler, but.
Could we get our coordinator to put minutes across this? Because I sat down, I thought I was looking at an agenda. It doesn't say minutes anywhere, but I started reading into it, thinking it's the wrong date, but anyway. I didn't notice anything in the minutes pertaining to my discussion about section 11 of the plan agreements and so forth and so on, and I was wondering if there was any follow-up on, has anybody documented what they've done for us as pertaining to 11? You remember President Avalar at the time directed, I think, the coordinator to look into the follow-ups on this, what I want to call a performance audit. Remember that discussion?
I remember parts of it. I don't remember specific asks like
I
that.
didn't see it anywhere in
Go
the
ahead, Mark.
minutes.
Madam President Pro Tempore, what Member Kemp refers to was something that was going to be added with the agreements and the work plan agreements. And they were to be, as they were drafted, that will capture where those performance audits would be. And since we don't have the drafts of those agreements available, then it's premature. At this point, it's premature because we haven't seen the agreements.
I understand it, but none of my discussion is noted in the minutes.
Discussion, the minutes don't usually include discussion. They include actions that are taken.
Well, I would think that the president, at the time's direction to the staff to look into the matter and add it to the, what's it called? Work plan agreement?
The work plan agreements and the contract.
Should be duly noted in the minutes. I mean, what if John Q. Public wants to know what's going on? We didn't even have audio or video last month.
Yeah, it didn't work.
Speaking of which, we've started that. Video's on?
Yes, it is.
The light is on, so yes, it
Okay.
appears to be on, we hope.
Ray's turn.
So I just wanted some clarification, since I was not at last month's meeting. A number of the applicants were approved, but I just want to confirm what we were doing was approving that we were going to allot money to them, not the actual dollar amount. Is that correct?
That's my understanding, because the work plans and the actual contracts include those details.
Okay, so we have the opportunity to alter the requested amounts.
Yes.
Okay.
And one of the things that we picked up from the ACMI conference is that all the other entities, 708 boards, what they normally do is add a disclaimer at the bottom saying that funding is dependent upon them getting funding themselves. And so I don't know what that the actual wording of that is, but we will include that in future work plans. And the whole thing, I think, Mark and Chris, is we're deferring that to the work plans and the details there.
Just a clarification, if I may, Madam President, for the minutes do reflect there was a motion to allocate for funding for the 2026 grant year in the minutes. So it is mentioned, it is an allocation, it's definitely not the official approval.
Okay, good.
And not finalized,
So
yes.
the consistency is there.
All right. Any more discussion on the minutes? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries to approve the minutes. Okay, we are open for public comment. I will limit you to 3 minutes per person for a total of 30 minutes in the room. May we have anyone? There we go. Supervisor Shaw.
I have a brief matter to address regarding the Mental Health Board Administration. Member Harney, I have a document for you.
Yes.
This is a formal notice of charges issued pursuant to Section 3C of Community Mental Health Act. I'm providing this notice in my capacity as Township Supervisor and appointing authority under the Act. The notice outlines several categories of concerns. First, the Mental Health Board has accumulated a significant fund balance and is currently subject to a tax objection. In that context, you disregarded the recommended levy of $500,000 and continue to advocate for a higher levy, and you made unsupported statements regarding levy impacts even after receiving corrected information. Second, you committed the township to more than $100,000 in services beyond the approved mental health board budget without a vetted plan or data-supported justification when requested. Third, you promoted an irresponsible, rapid spend-down of mental health board reserves without a structured plan or financial analysis, and stated that this was intended to allow for larger levies in future years. Fourth, you pursued office space and other unnecessary expenditures, including an additional administrator at over $80 per hour and expensive furniture without board approval or demonstrated need. Fifth, you advocated for directing mental health board funded services to select individuals rather than township-wide beneficiaries. Sixth, you declined to use the mental health board's designated law firm, and instead you involved township council, contrary to board direction, causing confusion and delays. You have the full opportunity to respond to these charges. You may submit a written response or request to meet with me directly. The response deadline is December 17th at 4 p.m. I will not debate the details of the charges in this meeting. The letter speaks for itself, and the statute provides a framework for your response. This is an administrative step required by law. It does not require a board vote, and it does not interrupt services. My responsibility is to ensure that the mental health board operates with responsible fiscal management and in the best interest of all Dundee Township residents. If there are further questions about this process, they will be directed to me outside of the meeting, and the police officers will escort me out.
Thank you Supervisor Shaw.
Thank you. Trustee Harney? Please exit.
Wow. I don't get a hearing or a chance to respond?
Actually, this is
No, the
not.
statutes say that
No,
yes, they
it's
do. The statute says that I have a chance to respond and I have time.
Madam President.
We don't need to
I
argue
just-
here, we don't, in front of people. I
I just
recommend
read
just to
everything.
leave right now.
No.
Madam President Pro Tempore, the section of statute that she referred to, I'm very familiar with, is Section 3C of the Community Mental Health Act. I will read it, it's very short. Any member of the Community Mental Health Board may be removed by the appointing officer for absenteeism, neglect of duty, misconduct, or malfeasance in office after being given a written statement of the charges and an opportunity to be heard thereon. A written statement was apparently presented, but the opportunity to be heard thereon has not been taking place, so you will not be escorted from here, and you are still president of the pro tempore of the Mental Health Board.
No, actually, the opportunity, I just read that. There is an opportunity for a hearing and for me to have a hearing with trustee Harney, okay?
Just
At
don't,
this point, you are
No.
free to go.
just
I'm
don't wanna
not.
argue in front of people here.
I don't care. I'm not leaving. I'm not going to be removed like this. What you're doing is not legal and not fair.
It is legal.
It is not.
It is.
Move to adjourn.
A second.
Wait a second. Roll call, please.
Yes.
Let's go.
Trustee, Adam, Belinda Adam? Adame, I'm so sorry.
To adjourn.
To adjourn.
Yes.
Ray Auger,
No.
Mark Avalar,
No.
Joe Connell,
Yes.
Heather Corns is not here, Chris Kempf,
Yes.
and Sue Harney.
No.
That is 1, 2, 3, 3 noes, 3 yeses.
Guys,
The
It's a
motion
tie.
fails for lack of a majority.
right. Madam President Pro Tempore, you are definitely still on the Mental Health Board, and the conditions of Section 3C have not been met. Therefore, please continue the meeting. The next speaker,
No, this
please.
comes from the attorneys. It has been met. You use township attorneys, and township attorneys are the ones who printed that out. You did not use mental health board attorneys.
As a volunteer of this board, I don't want to break any laws. I
Section
just might
3,
want to
what?
throw that out.
Yeah.
Tough to
Yeah,
argue.
I don't see anybody. have-
23C.
She's the trustee liaison, so that would be an appropriate move to contact the township attorneys.
That's right. That's absolutely appropriate.
Basically, had one of us done that, contacted the township attorney for mental health or business, she'd be completely right, but that you are a trustee as well.
Trustee of the township.
That's right. And
not
so
member of the mental health board.
I'm a trustee for
As a
the,
member of the mental health board, you should have reached out to that. Nevertheless, everything has been read. You need to exit at this point.
I will not. I refuse. This letter gives charges. It does not tell me that I have to leave. And I'm an elected official.
Who's the next public comment?
I'm sorry?
Madam President Pro Tempore, who's the next public comment?
Yes, thank you. Okay, the next person on, for public, is,
I'd rather take a break until this is settled.
no, we can go through the public comment.
No, we're not. I
Yes,
prefer
we
not
are.
to.
There is not a motion to.
Yeah, it's motion on that.
There's not a motion. Let's do public comment.
Yeah,
as
there's not a
needed.
motion on the floor right now. I cannot, it's Trout Anderson, I believe. I can't read the first name.
Deidre.
Deirdre, I'm sorry.
Please,
Um,
take
You
your
would
time.
like to sit, I mean, too.
No,
Is
I'm
it,
okay, thank you so much. I just wanted to give a little bit more updates after the last month. I'm so sorry, I'm also fighting a cold in addition to my, walking skills here. Thank you. So I just wanted to provide an update that, last month I had disclosed that we were expanding geographical locations to St. James Episcopal Church. We have currently signed an MOU to be able to have an actual office space in the basement there. We will be moving in within the next month or so, in an ideal time, hopefully begin our journey with the Dundee Mental Health Board with our community case manager. We also have been on the onboarding process. We have a candidate who is bilingual and will hopefully be moved into the position right at the commencement of the work plan being organized. And we look forward to being able to have an actual location in Dundee to be able to provide a continuation of mental health
Excuse me,
services.
the 3 members who voted to adjourn the meeting, please exit, and there will be no more quorum. The meeting is not continuing.
For minutes purpose, what's that based on?
Say again?
For the purpose of the minutes, what is the adjournment based on?
Trustee Carney's removal, and there is no quorum anymore. She's not an official member at this time.
You don't have to leave, Belinda.
No,
You
that-
can stay, and I wish you
There
would.
is a
Please
quorum.
You're
think about
making
it.
it up as you go
You
along.
just
really
asked 3
important.
people to leave based on a vote. You cannot do that.
You can't do
They
that.
That's-
voted to adjourn.
Just stay then, please.
The adjournment, the motion died.
Nothing has
If they
adj-
want to walk out, that's their call. But
Right, and
the
you do
adjournment
not-
died.
You do not.
You have no authority like this,
Do
Shafali.
not- Do not raise your voice up.
I will raise my voice when you're trying to disrupt this mental health board's business.
Madam.
You don't have
That's
to
the
leave.
reason I looked for
If you
an
stay, we
adjournment. I knew
can,
it
we
was
can
coming.
continue the
Madam
meeting.
Downey, you
This is-
voted-
If you want to put that in the minutes, that's why I moved it.
Say that again?
She's choosing to
But you-
stay.
But there is no
On the
quorum, you
record.
voted no. I voted no, but I.
This is the
She's
reason
choosing to
There is
stay.
no
adjourn
quorum.
is-
Yes, there is. There's a quorum now,
Madam
4
President
people.
Pro Tempore, I asked for a quorum call. Call the quorum.
And how
Under
does,
Robert's rules, I can ask for a quorum call. Please call the roll.
All right. Trustee Adame.
Present.
Trustee Auger.
Present.
Trustee Avalar.
Present.
Trustee Connell, absent. Trustee Correns, absent. Trustee President Pro Tem Harney.
present.
Trustee Kemp. Are you absent? All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 4 members present of a 7-member board. You have a quorum.
We have a quorum.
Next public comment.
I'd
All
like
right.
to vote
Thank you,
present.
Brenda. Belinda, I'm sorry.
There's been a point of,
Okay, well, I'm the last one assigned for public comment.
Yes, Mary, I'm sorry. All the fireworks.
I think we need to hear your words of
Thank you
wisdom.
so much for everything.
We need
you've done
counseling.
for ABC. I just
Mary.
submitted a bill, I don't know, I'm kind of late over work, that's all right. But that's right, because we're wrapped with clients, right? Because I didn't see it in there. So officially, we have utilized your funding for clients that could not use our services. So I think as of November 30th, we used it all. And what I really want you to know is, because of your generosity through all this year, we're going to keep those clients on until the end of the year because, one, it's really not fair to them. And I think, two, it's very difficult when you're coming down to something like this to say, okay, you need 4 sessions, you need 6 sessions, you need 7, and to pre-approve when the funding's going to last to. So I just want you to know how much we appreciate you. And if there's anything we could do, you know, I messed up on submitting my grant. I think I was thinking it was a month later, so I don't have any more funding for next year, but if there's ever another grant coming out, I sure think that the people of Dundee Township can really use some help. And I've learned a lot from you guys. I have. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mary.
Thank you, Mary.
that's me.
Is there anyone else? Mary Crick. Is there anyone else who would care to speak?
I just wanted to say hello.
Hi,
For
Chief.
me to come officially introduce myself after a year, I just wanted to say I'm a big advocate for integrating public safety with mental health professionals, and I'm happy to be a partner in any way that I can, so good luck with the rest of the meeting.
Thank you, Chief.
For the purpose of the minutes, could I have your last
Oh, I'm
name?
so sorry,
That's
Sean Green from
Green?
West Dundee.
Thank you.
He's the
Chief
police
Sean
chief.
Green. He's
Oh,
the
Chief, thank you, I'm so sorry. I've met you at meetings before, I just don't see you.
You're only the village president of Sleepy Hollow, so.
I was in a meeting with him last week.
Different perspective.
All right, then I will, no one else cares to speak? We will close the public comment section, and I will now take a motion to adjourn to, or what is it, adjourn or go to?
Madam
go to-
President Pro Tempore, I move to enter closed session for the appointment, employment, compensation, discipline, performance, or dismissal of specific employees and board members.
Is there a second?
I second.
Let's do a roll call for this
It has
one.
to be a roll call.
Roll call vote, trustee Adame.
Yes.
Trustee Auger,
Yes.
Trustee Villar,
Yes.
Trustee Harney.
Yes.
I'm assuming Trustee Kemp is actually absent since he said he was absent before on the
But I
roll.
punch back in,
Okay.
Okay, Trustee Kemp.
yes.
All right, all in favor.
Okay, motion passes unanimously. We will now adjourn to executive session, which means all but Dr. Triani will have to leave.
Correct.
Somebody put that out there in Boston.
It's 9:01. I am calling this meeting back to order. That's probably not the right term. Do we have a roll call, please?
Member Adame,
Present.
Member Auger,
Present.
Member Avalar,
Present?
Member Connell is absent, Member Corrins is absent, Member Harney,
Present.
Member Kemp.
Move to reconvene, yes. That's how it should be, isn't it?
Fine.
A
Move
motion
to-
to move and second to reconvene.
It's a motion to re-enter open session.
I'll make that motion.
Okay?
All right. Do I have a second?
Second.
We already did the vote.
Okay.
That was Chris and Mark. Got it.
Are you acting
At
president?
9:02.
Okay, at 9:02. Do we need to do another roll call? We probably do, just to make sure.
It's being recorded.
Try to keep it on the rules of order.
Okay, let's do another roll call.
We have the motion from Kemp, second from Avalar. Member Adame.
Present.
It's
Oh,
A and
yes,
A.
yes.
Member Auger,
Yes.
Avalar,
Yes.
Connell, Corrins, Harney,
Yes,
Kemp.
Yes.
motion passes. We are back in session.
Madam President Pro Tem, if I may ask,
Yes,
may I ask the acting secretary on any roll calls going forward, let's have the chair go last, just under Robert's rules.
Okay.
Because you call, I know you're doing a roll call, but when you get the votes.
Isn't she pro tem, so she still votes as a member?
She still does, but it's under Robert's rules, the presiding officer usually call last.
Understood. Thank you.
You don't even need to call them unless there's a.
okay, we're moving along through
She has to-
the agenda here. I will take a motion to permit the secretary to remove the executive session recording off premises for the purpose of preparing executive session minutes.
Madam President Pro Tempore, I motion to permit the executive session secretary to remove executive session recording off premises for the purpose of preparing executive session minutes.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Adami seconds. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. I will take another motion to authorize the President pro tempore to extend, or the President pro tempore or the ad hoc committee chairman, to extend the MGT contract and/or to extend the MGT contract with Katie Began Health for 6 months.
Madam President Pro Tempore, I motion to authorize the President Pro Tempore or the chair of the ad hoc search committee to extend the MGT contract with Katie Began for up to 6 months.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Adami seconds. We'll take a roll call on this one.
Discussion?
Oh, sorry.
You always
Go
seem to
ahead.
forget that.
I know. I want to move along.
So this up to 6 months. If Katie wants to go, is it a 30-day notice? If we want her to go, is it a 30-day notice, or are we locked in? I mean, how is that up to is kind of vague.
It's the contract that we have with MGT, thank you, MGT. Katie, maybe, the contract that we have with MGT allows for a 30-day notice if we want to, halt the contract or step back from it, on either side. Isn't that correct?
I think you probably even have a shorter window of time. If you wanted to terminate it tomorrow, you could, I believe.
But it's definitely
So-
30 days. That was, I remember reading that, so it's definitely,
Why are
and
we even doing this if we've got an existing situation already?
because her contract ends December 19th.
Because we entered into that, when, 6 months ago?
I'm sorry?
3 months ago.
3 months ago.
3 months we started.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Any more discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Adame,
Yes.
Auger,
Yes.
Avalar,
Yes.
Kemp,
No.
Harney.
Yes. Motion passes 4-1. I'll now take a motion to I'll take a motion to start negotiations to hire an administrative director.
Madam President Pro Tempore, I have moved to, for the President Pro Tempore or the Chair of the Ad Hoc Search Committee to initiate hiring an administrative director.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Adame seconds. Is there discussion? Chris?
Why does this say motion to hire, but then you guys say start the process?
Because a contract has to be negotiated and a price has to be agreed upon.
So we're not really hiring it. We're allowing you to negotiate. This says hire, so if this thing passes, that means we're hiring the guy. But we don't even know what the terms are 100% yet, so that vote should be taken when we have a contract before us to sign. This should just be a motion to start the process.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
I think
Go
that's
ahead,
what-
Mark.
I believe that's what it is. I think the clarification where you're going, Member Kemp, is that to execute a contract, you actually have a contract in front of you so the board members can ask questions.
Right.
Right now, we don't have a contract in front of us. The MGT contract is already in place, it's just more of an extension.
So we're taking,
Go ahead.
so we're
Ray.
taking step 1 of 2. Step 1, negotiate the contract, come back to the meeting. Step 2, vote on it and authorize the president to sign it.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, great.
Well, the motion was said differently than it was written, that's why I questioned.
Yes.
Maybe read it. Motion to authorize the President Pro Tempore or the Chair of the Ad Hoc Search Committee Chairman of the Ad Hoc Search Committee to initiate hiring an administrative director. And within the minutes below it, it indicates to start the process, not execute a contract.
I can live with that.
Okay. This is a roll call vote again?
Adame,
Yes.
Augur,
Yes.
Avalar,
Yes,
Kempf,
No.
Harney.
Yes. The motion passes 4-1. I'll take a motion to recommend, no, I
Madam
will
Chair.
not do that.
Madam President Pro Tempore, I think we need to report that we're going, about our special meeting on December the 16th at 7 p.m., and that all applicants that we've received, they're going to be invited for interviews.
Okay, thank you, Mark.
So I don't know if we need.
We
a
do
motion
not
for that.
have the applications of all of the applicants in front of us. They have not been shared with us by the township. We do have 3 applications, and so we are hoping to get more applications by our December 16th special meeting in order for us to meet with the applicants and to ask them questions. If we get those applications and the names, we will do that. But if we don't, we will interview and meet and talk with the 3 applications that we do have, the three applicants that we do have. And so we will, I guess, table this motion until the,
Well, right, if we're tabling, but if I may also interject, the closed period as the supervisor published was for 5 p.m. December 5th. So no more new applications are going to be accepted. It's just what was turned into the supervisor's office by 5 p.m. on December 5th.
yeah.
And that's currently unknown?
I'm sorry?
That's currently unknown?
We don't, the full
Yeah.
number's unknown.
Yeah,
We know of at least 4.
yeah,
Point of order, if you table this, it's gotta be brought up at the next meeting?
that's correct.
Well, it's going to be on the agenda for the special meeting.
Yeah, the special meeting, yeah.
All right, so you could table it, or just strike it.
Motion to table for a
Or
specific
just
time.
like it, we're not taking action.
Right. Never mind, D.
Oh, we don't have to, do we have to do a motion to table, or can we just, because it's on the agenda, we don't, and we've addressed it, but we're not going to do this because we don't have the information we need.
Yeah.
And so, do we have to table it, or can we just,
No, we can put it on the special meeting agenda.
okay. This will be on the special meeting agenda because we don't have the information we need to make decisions. Okay, Katie, you're on.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for attending Dundee Mental Health Board meeting, December 11th. So the last month, I've been busy with creating work plans and distributing them to the providers. I've also sent the funding agreements to the new applicants so that they can have those funding agreements legally reviewed by their counsel if they feel the need to do that, and familiarize themselves with the terms and conditions of that funding agreement. Also followed up with each grant applicant to kind of give them a status on where we are in the process. I let most of them know tonight that it probably wouldn't be on the agenda. So in the event that they wanted to attend for information purposes regarding their own grant, it would save them some time. As far as I know, we're still planning to review the work plans at the January 8th meeting. So I'll distribute those work plans, and your feedback, of course, is welcome, so that we can have the work plans in as good as condition as possible to review them for possible approval during the January 8th meeting. Let's see, I spent time talking with Tom Coughlin of Government Accounting, just requesting various reports on our financials, which I've provided in the financial packet for, the best interest of transparency. I know board members have had questions about, do we audit our expenses and do we look at what we're spending money on? And the answer is yes, we do, and I've provided some reports there for you. And I think it might be good practice because we don't have a lot of transactions every month at this point. I don't think it's out of the question to provide those expense reports, not just out-of-pocket expenses, but program expenses and year-to-date expenses at every board meeting just for that scrutinization. I think too many questions come up about what we spend when it could be very easily provided in real form from the accountant. So that's part of the process that I'm working on right now, and of course, Tom has agreed to send us those reports regularly so that we have them on hand. We're not waiting. I've had some lag time issues with that. So I think that's a step in the good direction for our finance reporting and our information for our board and the public, actually. I met Mike Bialek also regarding new construction numbers to kind of help us along with our budget going forward. Met with Maria Navarez regarding the Ride and Cane program. President Pro Tempore pointed out that we do not reimburse for senior rides, but I'm actually just in the process of reviewing the reports, and of course the reimbursement would need to be approved by the board before we went ahead and did that. With the township, so I think I have 4 months of reports to look through and identify which rides are eligible for 708 reimbursement to the supervisor, the township office. Spent some time discussing office space here in this location across the hall. The door's open if you guys want to take a look at that office on the way out. It's a 2020 office. It has 2 windows, which is nice. Nothing special about it. Enough room for 2 desks and a meeting table. I've spent a little bit of time looking for used furniture. I've also priced out new furniture just so that we have something to compare it to. And I mean, not a lot of time is spent on this other than, I went and visited 2 suppliers. So attended ACMI last week on the 4th and 5th of December and found that extremely informative. It was great to hear from other 708 boards. It was great to, identify with some of the struggles that they have. Some of them are the same. Just listen to them talk about the grant tracking software, which we probably should consider at some time in the near future. Made some great contacts with people that can answer questions and share best practices. It was deemed a best practice session, but obviously there's a lot more to learn. And that's it. That's the month of November into December.
Any questions? Chris?
What did you learn from Michael Bialek pertaining to what, the levy? What our new
The new
growth capture
construction, the
and
new
all
growth.
that stuff? Was he clear and concise? Because every time I talk to him, I don't understand him.
Oh.
Which part was
Well, I
Mike?
actually asked
She
him
met
just
with
for
Mike Bialek.
if he knew what the new construction number was for the township. And he sent me a report And in the email, he basically explained it's about 15 million, but to round it down for whatever reason. And did I understand it? No. I said it'd be great to spend some more time with you to get an overview so you can explain all of this to me. And I hope to garner some information and actually retain it.
Your next one, I have a hard time hearing you, I'm sorry, but we do not reimburse for rides for seniors. Is that what you had said Trustee Harney had mentioned to you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So that's already been addressed, you're gonna weed those out of the
Right.
JARC riders?
Right.
We would reimburse for seniors who had mental health issues,
Right.
but not for seniors who are just normally as part of the ride and cane program, like going to the grocery store or whatever they do.
So they
Right.
gotta meet
I'm sorry, go
our
ahead.
708 standards.
They
to
have
be
to meet the
reimbursed.
708 standards.
Right. And
Absolutely.
You're watching for that.
Yes.
Okay.
My understanding was that Kane County was picking up the ride and cane costs. Has that terminated?
Oh, no, they've never picked up the ride.
Uh,
They contribute to it on a per ride basis, but the township picks up a sizable part of it.
Okay, we had a $1,300 expense earlier this year, and then nothing since then.
It
So
pays
I'm-
4
I'm-
months before they invoice you.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, but I mean, it's been more than,
Yeah, it's been a while.
it's been a while, so I guess we're sure. We have a Kane County board member here that might be able to shed some light on this.
That's true.
Yeah, I do know that they increased the subsidy earlier this year, but they did say to continue budgeting your normal amount because they didn't know how long that was gonna last, and it sounds like it's kind of trickled down. So, last time I talked to Maria, she said they were getting invoiced again. That was maybe 2 months ago. So, there was probably a good 6 months where there was nothing.
Okay.
The county picked up the full tab.
So if this is going to become a recurring charge, we're going to need to factor that into our budget. That
Yes.
was not a charge that we had allocated any money for, as far as I know.
That's true.
It should
That's-
fall under services, shouldn't it?
Yeah, it should, but
Yeah. It just, the whole budget has been, all the budget inputs that I've been seeing have been very, very fluid about what would be next and what was going on. So I haven't felt comfortable doing a budget until we get the levy settled, which will be settled next Wednesday when the township board finalizes the levy. And my recommendation to them will be to stay at the $500,000 level, because after looking at the spreadsheets and everything, we will be okay until next December, and then that's when the crunch starts. But I think we can weather that from what I've seen. And we'll maybe adjust some expenses, we'll see. But going forward. Anybody else? Okay, thank you, Katie. All right, we have a financial report. We'll take a motion to approve the list of bills in the December financial report.
I'll move.
Ray moves. Is there a second?
I'll second.
She was close.
Adame seconds. Discussion. Yes, Chris?
This leasing of the software and the sales tax and everything, can we now say that if we're gonna have a coordinator, if we hire this doctor or retain Katie, we can get a better price if we lease it for a year? Is that what I understood you to say?
Somebody threw out what the annual cost is. Yeah, the annual cost is generally a little bit more or less expensive than a monthly subscription. Yes. Is it a
Can we-
meaningful amount? No.
Can we stop paying sales tax? Because I'm getting double taxed here. I mean, it's pennies, nickels, and dimes, but if you don't watch the pennies, the dollars don't add up. So can this mental health board be the license holder, or what is it called? Because it's going through your name now, why doesn't it go through the mental health board's name?
Because it's a per registered user license, so it has to be a person. It can't be a,
You can
and
use-
as I said, I explained to you on the phone that I'm month to month. So I'm not gonna pay an annual subscription to Adobe.
Yeah, but so that
doesn't make
software
sense.
goes with you when you move?
Huh?
That software would go with you when you move? It
I
wouldn't
don't
stay
want
with-
it.
it wouldn't stay with the mental health board?
No, right,
Because it's a licensed personal use.
right.
What's our alternative?
Well,
Yeah.
it's attached to your email address, right? So that's what I'm saying. Like, do you understand what I'm saying?
So, yeah, but if it's attached to the email address of mhb@dundeetownship.org, that's the owner. So that way, if
Whoever
you
comes
leave,
in.
if somebody else comes in, whatever, it stays with that user, with that seat. So that's what I'd like to see done, so that we're, you know, I'm with Chris. I mean, penny here, penny there, you start ending up with real money. So we can get it for $19 a month, you know, effectively, if you get a year's subscription, let's just get it. We know we're gonna need it. So that's my
Well,
request.
then I would say have the software installed on the machine, and, you know, I'm using a web version because nobody will install it on the machine. You remember the whole fiasco? I mean, it ruined my machine for a week.
Right.
So, yeah, I'm all for solutions, but
Yeah,
sure, if that's what you want, sure.
Yeah, I think that's the most cost-effective way to get it done. And then it's not you having to pay and getting reimbursed. We're paying up front at the township or at the mental health board, and it's the mental health board's.
How are we paying for it up front?
We would, you know, we can go with the, basically get a credit card number from Maria, charge it, and then charge it back. You know, we'll pay back the amount.
Okay.
That's what we did for the, basically the LinkedIn and ZipRecruiter financing.
Mhm.
Take your time, it doesn't have to happen tomorrow.
Thanks, Chris. You're the best.
Okay, any more, just, Mark?
Right, just looking at the Family Service Association Greater Elgin invoice, I'm seeing the line item, it's very clear that FSA has met contract allowance, so of a $15,171 that was originally invoiced, $7,1985 will not be paid, we're only paying the amount under the contract.
Right.
That's correct.
I want that very clarified for the record, so.
Okay.
Can you repeat, you're only paying what was on the contract? Is that?
Yes, the
what you're saying?
contracted
They
amount.
limited out.
You're paying contract amount, thank you.
Is their ask for next grant cycle larger to cover this gap that they're, or did they miss it by $7,000?
It's
I-
actually less because they're
Getting
getting a
more
full
out.
head. They're getting a FTE rather than charging us by the hour.
I
Fee for
got you.
service.
Any other discussion of the bills? Okay, we have a motion, we have a second to approve the bills. I will take a roll call vote again.
Adame?
Yes.
Augur?
Yes.
Avalar?
Yes,
Kempf?
No.
Harney?
Yes. Motion passes 4-1. Let's see. I will take a motion, is this a separate motion in here to approve the expense report, or, no, these are all separate things?
Bills, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take a motion to approve Ms. Began's expense report.
Well, can't we just approve them all at once? I mean,
But we
Okay,
just
is-
did that.
Can we? I don't
Yeah.
know, I'm not sure.
yeah.
Katie, can we approve these all at once?
they were already approved.
They're just
Oh,
approved
they're
in
all,
motion.
they're
They're
just,
all-
oh,
they're
they're
all
just all
together.
under there. Okay, they're all, I'm sorry, they've already been approved. Okay, moving on. Old business, I'll have a motion, entertain a motion to allocate funding for the 2026 grant year to Mathers Recovery for $75,000 for a mental health and recovery program. This is the NALCON program. They are making NALCON available to a variety of places where it's normally not available for people who are in a crisis of addiction. So let's start with a motion and a second, and then do the discussion.
I'll move.
Okay, Ray moves,
I'll second.
Avalar seconds. We're open for discussion.
You want to go first, Chris, or you want me to?
I think Adana was up
Oh,
for hand.
okay.
Yeah, I just want to say, I'm going to withhold my comment only because of conflict of interest.
Okay,
And so,
okay,
just, yeah, abstain.
all right.
Chris?
Wait.
Why was
Next.
this
1, 2, 3,
tabled?
4, 5. Oh, no, you have enough, okay.
Okay.
Why did we table that?
That was my question.
Let's look at the minutes.
I can't remember why we tabled it. I just saw that we tabled it. I don't know if it was a
That wasn't
information
my
or what.
doing.
Let me go back and look here. Where?
All the minutes said was it was tabled.
Yeah. Oh, where's the thing that I had? I don't know.
So, for some reason, this guy singled out because I thought somebody had problems with the application process. Is that right?
No, I think it
No.
was a motion
So-
and it couldn't get a second, so. it
Go
was
ahead, Ray.
tabled.
I think Ray knows.
So there's, I mean,
Ray
there's,
wasn't here.
I think.
We couldn't get a second for
something
the
that's-
motion. That was it. There was no, but the motion was made with all the others, and it never got a second.
Okay,
That was Mathers, or, I'm sorry.
that was the other, the
Eckers.
Eckers.
No, that wasn't.
Well, I guess
So it was
my comments are twofold. First, Sue, the application actually was for the Narcan program, but I think they were also asking for money to provide mental health services. So
Okay.
it's, I don't know if that's what caused the item to be tabled, but it was, I think, for 2 items. And second of all, just to be clear, if we approve this, what we're approving is that we're gonna fund it. We're not approving it we're not saying $75,000 is what we're gonna give them.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that, again, it's the same as the others. You know, the caveat is always, we have to have enough money. And that's a real question.
All right.
And so, and we just don't know at this point.
All right.
So, Chris?
Yeah.
These Mathers Recovery Mental Health and Recovery Program, word for word, verbatim, was moved by Harney, second by Correns, and three ayes and 2 nays, so it already,
Motion to table.
oh, that's the motion, that's the part I missed. So we did motion to table it, and you say why?
I don't know why it was tabled.
It couldn't get a second, so it was tabled.
No, it was second.
No, it wasn't.
Well, that's the
The
motion
No,
to
it wasn't.
table.
Second.
Got the second.
Well, why didn't we do that with all 3 of them that didn't?
Because the others got seconds,
Yeah, and they got voted
so they
in.
Not
passed.
the Eckers Center.
The Eckerd Center ones
You're
were
right, 2 of them
denied.
were dead. 2 of them didn't get motioned, I don't think.
There was another reason this was motion.
It's
No.
documented forever. Not received.
Mathers got motion, it couldn't get a second, and then Sue motioned to table it. That's what happened.
That's not what I recall. I thought there was a snafu in something.
Well, I do recall.
Get them
so-
on the blower.
And it's in
We'll find out what the
the
question is.
motion, in the minutes.
So now I'm leery about, well, I don't vote for any of them anyway. Go ahead.
Do we have any more discussion about approving the Mathers recovery grant application or allocation? All right, I'll take a roll call vote here.
Adame is an abstain. Augur,
I will approve.
What?
Approve.
Okay.
Sorry.
Avalar,
Aye.
Kempf,
No.
Harney.
Aye.
3-1.
Yep. And abstains go with the aye. So,
No,
I mean, with
conflict
the-
of interest.
I'm sorry?
Okay.
Yeah, I think the abstentions go with a majority vote, is my understanding. I could be wrong about that, but whatever. It passed 3-1 with 1 abstention. Okay, we've got that done. And then, what is this? Okay, here we go. New business. This is the rental office space that has been offered to us by LHW, an organization which has leased the entire row of offices up on the upper floor. The office is available for anybody to look at. Katie's described it. It's about 20 by 20 feet. It's an old classroom. The exciting thing about this office, at least for the people who work for us, is it has heating and air conditioning, a step up from the office that we have now. Also, it doesn't smell icky. And so we are 2 steps above what we were before. Thirdly, we have been informed by the condominium association, which controls that office and the other small one in the hallway, that they are no longer interested in leasing or leaving that out. They said that if we wanted to have that discussion with them, they would be glad to discuss it. However, it has to be brought up to code with air conditioning and heating, and that would be quite expensive. And of course, in that discussion, they would expect the new potential renter to cover those costs. So we no longer have an office, and we need one. We need a place to meet. We need a place for our people to work. And this is, I think, the best thing that we've seen. The offering price is $650 a month. That includes utilities. There's also some provision for Wi-Fi, but I was not quite sure what that was. That's still negotiable. we may still be eligible for Wi-Fi out of this part as well. So that's a separate thing regardless, and we'll have to take care of it as we can. Katie has been looking for office furniture because we will have to put furniture in there. And that's as much as I can tell you about it. I will take a motion to approve the rental of the office space with LHW. It's a standard lease. Yes.
Clarification, do we have a lease agreement in place? Do we have a lease agreement drafted?
We have a drafted lease agreement, and it's just
She just shook her head and said, no.
I just got it.
I'm not aware of it.
Yeah, I just got it this afternoon.
Okay,
You think you
then,
could share with the board that's voting on this?
It's a pretty standard lease agreement, but yes, do you want me to read it to you?
I do like
Okay.
to read a lease, you know.
Give me a minute.
all right. While she's pulling this out, I'm gonna make a motion to authorize the interim administrative coordinator to approve lease rental agreement of office space for the Dundee Township Mental Health Board at 611 Main Street, East Dundee, Illinois.
You said interim office coordinator?
Interim administrative coordinator. to
Administrative.
Execute.
No, I just knew those first words.
All right.
So you're making the motion.
I just made a motion.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Adame seconds. I believe we will need a roll call vote on this.
Discussion?
Discussion.
Oh,
Discussion.
Sorry, discussion. And here, I will bring this up.
Okay. We've got to watch what we're spending our money on. And while this seems like a very good price and it's within reason, we need to exhaust all the other options. I mean, Kane County is opening up a new center in Elgin, which is not too far from here. We should check with them to see if they have any, space that they could provide to us free of charge. We should check with the highway department, the other township departments to see if there are any other offices that we could use. We've got to look at these alternatives.
The highway department, the only office they have in the highway building is their office that they use. And besides, that's not a really, it's a cold and kind of
All right,
difficult
it may
place to
not
be there.
I'm just saying, we've got to
Okay.
ask the questions.
Okay.
There's other alternatives. I mean, I don't know if, fire station offers any type of rooms, things like that.
Go ahead, Mark.
Yes, just a question then. Obviously, you mentioned the Elgin. I know that's physically in Dundee Township. You're talking the Point Boulevard location.
Right.
Is that one?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we don't have any figures in that, and I take it you didn't call them? If between Point Boulevard location and maybe a third location, do you think you can have that information by Tuesday?
By Tuesday?
You heard me.
I mean, I can call, yeah, I can call.
Okay.
But, I mean, is that gonna give us all the information we need? I mean, probably not, but sure, I'll call.
Okay, well, at least we'll get what a rental
Sure.
agreement for
Yeah.
what, so I'm gonna suggest, I'm gonna move to table this motion until the December 16th special meeting.
Is there a second?
I'll second that.
Ray seconds it, discussion. Well, once there's a motion to table on the floor, that stops discussion. And then we just,
I had some public ones here.
Well, bring it to Tuesday.
I'm not allowed Tuesday.
you can be in the regular meeting on Tuesday.
It's a special meeting for interviewing
But
candidates.
open session is with full board.
Did this get seconded?
Mr. Audi?
Yeah, I mean, the initial motion got seconded so we could have
Will
discussion.
you guys vote it down so I can make my points, please?
Okay, we're gonna
Oh.
have,
Do I have a second for the table?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Okay.
seconded it.
Okay. So I don't believe we need a roll call vote on this, so
No discussion.
all in favor of the motion to
You don't need a
table?
roll call vote on a table?
I don't think so.
I would like one. Can I ask for one?
A member has asked, so I think
Okay, we will have a roll
Robert's
call vote on the table.
Okay,
Tabling the motion to approve the rental space.
I know all the names by now.
Okay.
Adame.
Yes.
Avalar,
Yes.
Auger,
Yes.
Kemp,
What's the motion?
to table
Table.
to next
You
Tuesday.
guys all voted yes?
Yes.
I gotta vote no?
Harney.
Yes.
All right.
The motion to table has passed 4-1, and so The motion to approve the rental office space for Dundee Township Mental Health Board at 611 Main Street in East Dundee is tabled until the December 16th meeting. And that leaves, I will send you all the lease agreement that I had, then I'm not going to look it up right now. It doesn't have any figures in it, it just except for the price. Everything. Okay, I will just update everybody on, I think in the letter that I sent out, we've covered most of it, so I don't need to say anything else. I will keep you all apprised of the outcome of the drama that we had earlier in the evening. And I will also tell you that if you have not attended an ACMI meeting and you're not in that field, or if you've never attended one, it's well worth doing. Lots of good exchanges, really, really valuable for me. It just opened up, I'm learning this piecemeal. It's not my profession, and I don't learn as quickly as I wish I would, but it was well worth the time. Katie and I went together. Ray was online, and I really recommend it to anybody who wants to know more about this field. And I think it will really help us in the long run. A lot of good suggestions that I wrote down that I will bring up as I may. Yes, Ray?
Yeah, so, just to kind of add on to what Sue's saying, it is very helpful to go to these. You develop the relationships with the other people that are working on 708 boards, but there are enormous ideas that come out of there that we should be trying to do more as a board to collaborate with other 708 boards to kind of, get 1 + 1 = 3.
Yes.
If there's things that we can do in partnership with Elgin, or things we can do in partnership with McHenry County, it could help provide services to people in our area at a lower cost to us, allowing us to do more with the money we have. So it's a really good opportunity to hear ideas that are working and not working with other 708 boards. So I'd highly recommend people to, dial in, if nothing else. The Thursday morning session or Thursday afternoon session is where they have, the discussion topics. Maybe the membership meeting where they're talking about some of the nuts and bolts of how the organization runs, that might be a little dry for most people, but the part where you're actually hearing what other 708 boards is doing is very valuable.
Really valuable. It really is. I recommend it highly. And is there any other board discussion or any other information? Yes, Chris?
You mentioned on this office that we would be leasing it from a company that's leased it from the owner, LHW.
Yes,
So we're a subletter.
that's right.
So what's the guarantee that LHW isn't gonna put a monkey wrench in the works? And Katie, you told me it was $600 on the phone yesterday. I just lost $600 overnight. So
Sorry.
where did the $650 come from?
I'm sorry, there was a
Two sets of numbers.
miscommunication. It's $650 is what they quoted us.
Does anybody think about the cemetery office? Mark had a beautiful sunny spot over there, centrally located. I don't think they do a whole lot of office work in there. Dr. Trapani, I asked him point blank if he was going to add a home office, if he was going to need an office. It didn't sound like he needed an office. I don't understand why we can't have our roundtables in this room. I understand you're at odds right now with the supervisor, but all things pass.
I think.
I don't see a need for an office, especially if we gotta buy it or rent it from somebody else at $162.50 per square foot. I mean, I could rent you a house for a lot less with a bathroom, same house, not down the hall.
No thanks.
So I'm not a fan of this office plan, and I think there's an alternative, and I'd be glad to help you, Katie, find one.
That's okay.
There's Mike
think-
Belak, the cleaning company was down here, the assessor's office wide open, first time I was ever get behind the gate. He's got rooms down there up the wazoo. I don't think he's utilizing them all. That's all township funded, paid for by taxpayers. Why do we gotta go to an outside source at $162.50 a foot? I just don't see it.
We
That's
will
my
find you more
discussion.
information by the
Point
next meeting.
taken.
Huh?
We will get more information by the next meeting. I think it bears talking about, though, that we need an office. Katie was here most of the week, and working out of the home is a problem because she meets with different board members. And I've been down here a couple of times, other people have. She meets with providers as she needs to, and having her do that in her home, or having anybody do that in their home, is really unacceptable.
Utilize other township paid for space.
Right, the cemetery, I know, they don't have the room over there. We can talk to Mike Belak and see, he's not been open to those things before.
I think you're not, Katie, have you ever looked at the office at the cemetery?
Nope.
See?
Yeah, they have a
You gotta
secretary now,
explore
and she
these
has an
things,
office
you know.
there.
Right now, it appears to me like somebody's getting a friend a rental. That's the way it looks like to me. You didn't even shop around looking. You just took the one across the hall that's owned by others.
The thing is that it's the proximity,
Transparency.
the proximity to the supervisor's office is a valuable thing for the township, for this board.
You gotta pay for Wi-Fi over there.
No, we don't.
You don't, that's
No, we
wide
don't.
open, you just said. You didn't have that hammered out.
No, we don't, that doesn't mean we have to pay for it, it's just, it's not hammered out, that's what it means,
No,
that's
they
all it
said they
means.
could run a
Usually if
data.
it ain't
No.
hammered out by
They-
the time
they-
you sign a
they did-
lease, you're paying for it.
Can I talk? They did say they could.
I was talking when you interrupted me.
Okay, now
Thank
can I
you.
talk?
Absolutely. I'm
Thank
done.
you. Thank you. They said they could run a data line, just to calm your fears about that. They could run a data line, we could keep our phone line, our phone number, which is published and has been for a long time. We basically, we get free internet. So, and the cost of moving and starting up an office, that's not nothing. So moving across the hall as opposed to an entirely new location, you're spending money, you're not saving money.
Are you moving furniture across the hall? No, you're gonna spend $10,000 on an office chair.
I get $10,000?
I think you
Thank
had-
you.
I think you had
Thank
100
you.
Woo-hoo!
Didn't you have $100 and some chair not too long ago?
I think it was under 100. I thought it was like 65, 85.
I think
I'd have
we
to go
can
back and
manage
look
this.
at it.
Yeah.
files.
I don't,
Yeah.
Nobody's doing any
I wasn't
$10,000
raised
chairs.
yeah.
The proximity, though, is important. The cemetery office, the cemetery has a new full-time secretary, so she's using that office. Mike Belak downstairs does have a small conference room, which he uses periodically. The last time I checked, he had people in every cubicle, except for a back storage room, which is an unacceptable place for an office.
I thought I seen some usable
We'll
space.
get the information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Yes, Mark.
You just gotta think about the taxpayers before you go just
Thank you.
eating up the extra surplus, because that's what it looks like to me we're trying to do.
We are trying to function as an organization, and we're not, we're moving into another level of functioning, and we're going to need an office. I don't think there's any question about that. It's ridiculous to ask people to work out of their homes when they have to meet other
I never
people.
mentioned that. You keep saying that. Where did you get that?
Because Katie meets with people here,
But I-
not in this
we're
room,
not
but in her
asking
office.
We're asking her to research other areas in this building or other township paid for space.
And my point was, we need an office. Your point was, we don't need an office. I believe we do, and that's my counter. That's a good space for us for a number of reasons.
I guess my point is we don't need to spend the money if we don't have to. It's always been my point.
I agree with you on that, Chris.
I don't believe that. You've never seen a nickel that you didn't want to spend.
Okay.
It's time to
I
wrap
have
up.
one thing to add,
Okay.
not to this conversation, just in general, if you don't mind.
No,
I just want everybody to know that I am formally resigning from the Dundee Township Mental Health Board after 2 years of serving. So I started 2 years ago in December, just with my professional experience, but no board experience. And so I have developed a great sense of, sensitivity to what everyone does here. And I'm very appreciative to the people that I've worked alongside with, regardless of a couple of weeks or years now. And so I just wanted to let you know it's due to personal commitments and professional obligations. I am kind of exploring new career paths. I'm going into ministry, and so very different from what I'm doing now. I'll still be a therapist, but hopeful to combine that at some point with other type of guidance. And so that is a 2-year commitment that I am agreeing to, and this is why I am stepping down. So
I know that I'm not able to be as responsive as I want to be as a dedicated volunteer to the board, and so that's why I think it's healthier that I stepped down and just wanted to let everybody know. But now I'm aware that there is a board. 2 years ago I did not know, and so I'm very fortunate to continue partnering with the board. So, thank you.
Thank you, and thank you for your service. Yes, when Belinda emailed me earlier today about this, I told her that if I were in my power, I would refuse to accept her resignation. Unfortunately, I don't have that power, so it's with great reluctance that we accept your resignation, and I will let Supervisor Shaw know that she has another appointment to make, and in my discussions with her, which I'm sure will be interesting. And with that, Mark.
Well, just to clarify also now, while Supervisor Shaw needs to fill the vacancy, it is an unexpired term, which expires at the end of 2027. So we have 2 4-year terms that are up for appointment, and then now we have a third position, an unexpired term to the end of 2027, just to be very clear. So she'll make the appointment for the unexpired term.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Mark.
So, all right.
Move to adjourn.
Does anybody have anything else? If not, we have a motion to adjourn from Mr. Kemp. Is there a second?
Second.
Mr. Avalar seconds. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
Aye.
Thank you all very much.